Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstone Crafts, and today I'm super excited. I want to show you guys these slow stitch flower clusters. And I can't stop making them. I was sitting in front of the TV all night and just the last couple nights and just stitching away and getting these done, and they're perfect to put to add to journal cards, or just to add into your junk journals, or to add to covers, fabric covers that you did, or even any kind of cover, because you can just glue the back and stick them down. And so many uses. You could glue them to pockets and belly bands and all kinds of stuff. So it just adds little decorative elements to your junk journals. Okay, so let's get started. I have some beads here because I haven't incorporated beads, but I thought that would be kind of fun to try to get those in there today and see how they turn out. Okay, excuse me. Now, I'm going to move these to the side here. Put them maybe where we can see them a little bit. And I got a bunch. So this uses up your scraps, which is great. And I got some fun coffee dyed little scraps in there. And uses up your little buttons and just little fabric pieces. And so it's super fun. So I got all this to play with. And I'll make sure you guys are in frame. I got you guys down low today, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And yeah, so I just kind of grabbed a bunch of just different scraps, some coffee dyed stuff, some tea dyed fabric, and some pile of thread, which is great to use for the little interest behind the buttons and stuff. Just a little thread. So that uses that up, which I always save these. And just some fun little fabric. And I want to try to incorporate some suede. We could throw some suede in there. So yeah, so I'm going to throw this to the side and let's get started here. All right. So let's see. I had piles. Oh, there they are. Okay. So I tried to get a little organized here. As organized chaos as I can. Okay. So I just take like a piece of, this is like a piece of linen, and it's like the folded in half, so it's like the hem part, so it's a little bit thicker on that one. And then another different just little piece here, and canvas is great to use too, like painter's canvas. That stuff's kind of nice to use. Just something maybe a little bit more sturdier, but it doesn't have to be. You can use just a regular piece of fabric too. But okay, so I'm just gonna grab this. And then I got some fun cheesecloth, coffee dyed cheesecloth to add. Okay, so you start off with your base here, and you can even use this side if you want, because that's kind of fun. So just anything, any kind of little piece of fabric and fun little goodies that you got saved up, where you're like, oh, I don't want to throw that one out. Oh, and here, the stems, I've been using cotton rope. This is just a cotton rope that I have. And I coffee dyed it, so it's kind of fun to, I just unravel it here, like this. And then that makes a cute little stem. Okay. And let's see. I don't know, do I want to do suede? Maybe not on that one. So let's take a little bit of cheesecloth here. Incorporate it in the background. So you're just kind of layering them up. And the threads that I'm using are just embroidery floss. Just embroidery floss here. And I like to break it down into 3 strands a piece. So I just got different little colors that I want to use. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and just do a fun little interest stitch back here in the back. So I just tied my knot in the back. Yeah, so I hope you guys are on a crafty day today and just getting out all your little little fabric pieces and seeing what you could do with them here. Because there's so many options. That's why you don't throw them out, because you can really make some fun little interest pieces for your junk journal. And you go through all the trouble of dyeing them, you know, dyeing your fabrics and getting them looking nice, and just keep all the little scraps, because those are like little gold mines. See, so I just did a little interest piece, and then I'm going to keep this hanging off the end in case I need it. Okay. And then I put my little stem here. Just a little piece of rope or whatever you got. Also, if you don't have rope, I'll show you guys, we could do a little fabric piece too. Okay. Grab another color. This is like a gold. Okay. So I just tied my knot in the bottom, and then I'm just gonna do pretty much the same as I did on the background, but do it smaller around the stem. Well, I'm calling it a little stem. So I knew I wanted to make some sort of clusters, you know, I was having fun. So I was sitting down and I started making them, and I started off just like doing that, you know, and that's great. That's a fun little piece to do and add to your stuff. And then I started looking, and I grabbed this one. I grabbed a little lace piece, and that's a lace like this. It's just a whole lace piece, and I put it up like that and made a little flower out of it. I'm like, oh, there you go. And then it kind of just took off, you know, and made some fun, got some fabric, cut out the fabric, and just went from there. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do little flowers for spring. So sometimes when you just grab your stuff and just sit down and just start doing something, things will come to you, you know, where you didn't know before. And it just evolves this idea that you love to, you know, to do. So I thought I would share that with you guys for sure. So yeah, I'm just doing this all the way up. So this is just really relaxing to do. And like I said, just sit in front of your TV and just relax. And I don't know why my needle keeps coming off. Also, just to let you guys know, I have ink on my hands because I was stamping. Having fun doing that too. And then yeah, so it just wouldn't come off. So I don't know if you guys have like a solution to get like permanent ink off your hands. I know a good thing to do before you start crafting, like with, just to let you guys know in case you don't know this, before you start crafting, like with different inks and different, you know, things like that that are gonna stick to you and like be on your fingers, that coconut oil. Here, I'll show you real quick. But coconut oil, I always put this on my hands before I start crafting, so it like makes your hands a little shiny, but it really helps. Coconut oil is nice to put on before you start, you know, inking or crafting or doing anything. It just helps with your hands. So that's always a nice thing to do. And yeah, and I know my husband, he likes lemons in his water, so I know getting a little lemon and squeezing it sometimes, it can help get some stuff off your hands. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any other tips here that you could think of. But that would be awesome. Okay, so the next thing I did was I took my material here. Just whatever material you can find that has pretty flower stuff on it or anything like that. And I just trimmed around. Just went ahead and put it where I want it. Just like that. And then caught the edges here. And just did some stitching. There we go. So we're starting to get a nice sunny days coming up here in Oregon, and that's going to be, I don't know if I'm ready for it. It's going to be warm. We're going to be 64 today, I think, or something like that. And then tomorrow's going to be 70s, and then we're getting into the 80s. I'm like, wow. Like, geez. I'm glad we're getting our swimming pool ready. You got to make sure it's full and filled up and ready to get warm from the sun, because we did that before. Filled it up late in the season, and then the pool was just cold. It's like you need to have it sit and get warm for sure. Okay, there we go. So then I just went ahead and sewed that on. And again, I'm just going to kind of leave this hanging until, you know, to see if I could still use it. because you don't want to cut yet. Okay, and buttons. Oh, let me go grab my buttons real quick. Okay, so I have my buttons out by my chair. So I was playing with them last night. So let's see. Just whatever you can find. Just some fun little buttons. And this is when you could do some clusters. Just add in whatever you want. I got yellow happening, so it's kind of nice, yellow and red. But just, you know, whatever you got. Works great. Just ties it all together here. So then I just put it together. And then I'm just using my other thread that's hanging here. Because the back's really messy and sloppy because I plan on gluing them down. You know, I don't care what the back looks like. I just care what the front looks like. But yeah, I'm planning on gluing them down to either a journaling card or... actually, I've been working on these really fun... I've been painting these with watercolor, these little journaling cards, and adding some stamping and stenciling to them. And yeah, so I'm planning on wanting to do that soon with you guys. So I'll show you at the end here, and we'll glue one to it, and we'll go from there. I'll see what you guys think, and yeah. So yeah, you just play around and just kind of, you know, put your scraps up to it and see what you can do. And another fun little idea here that I did is you take just a square, cut out like a little rectangle, and you can fold it in half and then flip it like that. And then you can have a little leaf petal like that. So I thought that was fun. So you could do that. Just kind of, you know, have a little leaf petal growing out over here. And like I said, these are just so addicting to make because you can look at them and go, oh my gosh, I can make that with that, and I could do this with that, and you just start looking at it different. There we go. So yeah, you just look at it different, and oh my god, so much fun. So much fun. And I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think and how your guys has turned out. And what you wanted, what you planned on doing with them, you know? Like, where are you going to put them in your junk journal? Because I love different ideas, that's for sure. But there we go. So we got one little cluster done here. All right, and you know what we could try doing? Let's do this. Let's incorporate a bead in it real quick. So I'm going to go up through the center of the flower. And I got to change my needle because this is way too thick of a needle. So let me change this real quick. Okay. And then I'm just popping a bead on there. Just go through. And then right back through the middle. I just thought of it this morning when I was... I had a bead or something on my table, and I'm like, why didn't I incorporate beads? So there we go. So you could do that all the way around or put them wherever you want. I mean, we could put another one right here. See, that could be fun. Just go around incorporating some beads throughout, you know. So I just poke my needle through where I want it, and then just pretty much pop it right beside it and go back out. And then your bead will turn, usually like how you want it. So there we go. Okay, all right, so there we go. So we'll call that one done for now, and then I'll just tie the ends later. But there you go. Isn't that fun? To make yourself your own little slow stitch cluster flower cluster is what I'm going to call it. Which one should I show you guys? Let's do the fabric one. Say you don't have any rope, so you can go ahead and go like this, and we'll do it on this piece of linen. So I'll show you guys a couple examples, and then I could do some speed up the video and show you guys in a fast motion here. And there we go. I think that one turned out really fun. So each one of them have their own little character and whimsical look to them. But yeah, so I'm just going to continue doing these for you guys and putting on some music and yeah, seeing where it'll take us. But you can even take some of your pins here. I just have some bold pins that are that have some beads on them. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this one would go good with this one. It's got the little red beads on it. And why not, you know? You can just clip on. Just to add, you know, you can add just all kinds of stuff that you want to do. And there we go. So you just have a little pin to it, and I mean, you can find different spots to put it. I don't know if I like it there. I don't know if I like it there. So you just play around with it here. See where it fits on your little piece that you made and how you want to put stuff. So that's cute. Yeah, so it just adds a little more interest. So you can do all kinds of things. But I'm going to go ahead and I'll do some of these in a time lapse and we'll go from there. So I got all these done, and let's see, these two are the ones I did on a time lapse. And so I went ahead and I did these beads right here, and all I did, I just want to explain what I did really quick, is I took my needle, popped it up through, and then when it was up there I put a bunch of beads on it, like 6, and then I just took it, say if I came up here, I just went ahead and went down through the other side over here, and it looked like that. And then I went ahead and it came back up and anchored this bead in. So yeah, so you just kind of just anchor it in there. And then I added a little bulb pin with some same kind of beads on it. I also did the ruffle. I made a ruffle. I have a whole bunch of these that I made, and just out of some fabric, and I did some ruffle ends, so I cut that off. You can't even see the thread, but you could make it so you could see the thread through there. And then I added just a piece of decorative, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. Just like the ends like that, just the little decorative flower pieces. And yeah, did some cheesecloth and some thread and a button. So that's that one. And this one I went ahead and did some suede, which I don't know if I'd recommend doing the suede, because it is, you're going to need a thimble to get through it. I just used my table and popped the needle through, but it's a little thicker, so you're going to need something to push it through better. And then to show you guys how I did the flower edge, that was kind of fun. I just took a piece of this like lacy stuff here, and I just pinched it. All I did was just pinch and kind of accordion fold, and then I just worked my way around to how I liked it. So you could just keep kind of playing around with it and get it to where you want it. But that's all I did. Did that, added a little bit of thread to the middle. Just did a little ball of thread in the middle here. That might be too much, but and then I just took a button and did that. So it looks like a little flower head. So yeah, you could try that with your little lacy pieces and stuff. Just do a little accordion fold around. Okay, and then I will go grab a journaling card I've been working on, and we'll go ahead and glue one on and see how it looks. Okay, so I've been having fun making these too. So these are the ones I've glued on. So let me know in the comments if you guys would want to learn how I made all this and do the steps and how I got it like this. I would be more than happy to show you guys, and that could be a fun little video. But I'd love to hear in the comments below, please, please. And if I get enough interest and stuff, I will definitely do a video. So comment down below, comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. I really do. And yeah, they're really fun to make. And I've just been having way too much. You can see how I'm addicted. I'm addicted to making the little cute little clusters. So there's the ones I've done here. Okay. And I want to keep these. I want to take a picture of these for the end of the video. So I'm going to slide these down, and I want to pick one of these that I've done to add. And I did a big one here, but I think I want to not use that because I think I want to make a bigger cluster to put on that one. So let's see. So I've been using vibrant colors just because it's fun. I like it. And it's springy, and I love the spring vibe. So I just want to see which one will match. I'm not sure if we're going to get a matchy match here, but this one's kind of cool. I like the look of that one. Then you could put them anywhere. You don't have to put them at the top. You don't have to put them in, a certain spot. But I think that could kind of be fun down here, like that. Let's see. That one's cute, huh? Oh, I even like the little strings hanging. Okay, so let's do this one. Oh, and I also did some netting. You can do some netting behind them. So just any kind of little stuff you guys got hanging around, just see what you can do with it. So I got my Fabrifix glue. Is what I'm using. And like that's why I said the back doesn't really matter. You got all these threads and stuff, but that's okay. Just glue them up. Just put some glue down. And then find where you want to put it. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. And then there you go. So isn't that fun? And then you can, like, you know, put them in pockets, or put them, you know, put them on a pocket that you're putting in your journal, or, you know, like a belly band would be great to put some of these down a belly band. You know, corner pockets. It's endless. I mean, anything you could think of to do it, because they are great little additions. I mean, they would make great little covers too. Slow stitch, you know, like you could put it on like one of your fabric covers, or even paper cover or whatever, and just glue it on there. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could really help me out, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.